Alright, Pretender here, back with another Honkai Star video, and today I'm finally here with my first impressions of Feixiao. I apologize for being a bit later than I usually am. I've had negative sleep because of all the build guides I was doing the week leading up to 2.5, so I've spent the last few days ever since the Feixiao in-game guide to just catch up a bit on sleep. But yep, I've at least been able to use Feixiao a lot, and my god, if you guys can't tell from the tone, I am pretty excited to talk about because I got a lot to say. Anyway, before I get to the video, drop a like, drop a sub, hit the bell icon for more videos like this. Let's get straight into it. So just like usual, let's first talk about the stuff leading up to Feixiao's release first. So originally, I'm not gonna lie, when she did get drip marketed, I was not too big of a fan because I thought she was kind of gonna be like one of those just general cringe, literally general, like as in like the general, like Jing Wan Feixiao type general, and then just those nice, high, mighty, praiseworthy kind of generals. And I honestly, if you guys don't know, I don't like those kind of characters. So I really was not excited. And she just looked like she was going to be that kind of character. But we started seeing some stuff on how her kit is going to look like, and I'm like, okay, she actually looks really, really fun. And if you guys don't know, we saw that she was a single target character, and you guys probably would know by now that I love single target characters. And so I was like, okay, I'm pretty hyped for this. Even if I might not like her, I might really like using her at least. And so obviously the kit kept getting updated and updated and updated. I was seeing some downs and ups, obviously because she's a single target character and how this community is. They were doom posting her, and I'm like, no, she's gonna be broken. I already know it. There was no amount of downplaying that would convince me otherwise to not think she was gonna be broken. And then I kind of saw the art in the light code. I'm like, okay, she actually looks kind of better than this. And then 2.4 released where she was actually in the story, and that's when I found out she has a really nice side to her. And she's not just like that struck up general kind of thing. She has a very, very nice side to her. She's pretty funny. All the trailers started dropping, and I'm like, all right, never mind. This is a character I really like because she now has become a character of a type that I really, really like. So thankfully she was able to beat the whole looking high and mighty, because she still does have like that general side, because obviously she is a general, so she's going to have that side, but she at least had more to her rather than just that. So I'm really glad that for most of the time it was less the general stuff and more just her being casual, nice, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, all right, very, very cool character, very, very fun kit. Surely she's gonna cook. So eventually we get the stuff where it's like, okay, her kit's probably finalized, we know what it is, they tweet it out, we see what she does. I'm like, all right, again, my first thoughts were she's gonna be really powerful, her ult's gonna be a nuke. Her damage outside of the ultimate is not going to be too good, but your teammates are going to do most of the damage to generate her ultimate. Anyways, you get her ultimate, you're going to get it pretty fast because it's actually a lot easier than it seems to build her, and then you absolutely nuke with the ultimate. And originally I was going to E0, as I did say in my summon video, but I ended up going for the E2 thanks to the fact I got the E1 a little bit on the earlier side, because why would I leave her at E1, you know? And so she releases, summon video happens, I get to use her on the follow-up team, I get to use her with some other characters, obviously trying her without Aventurine, because you guys know how my Aventurine is. Top one comment is how my Aventurine is doing so much damage. But yeah, she released, and just using her on any team, and oh my god. When I tell you guys I have never had this much fun on Starro, I mean I quite literally have never had this much fun on Starro. The notable times in my other videos you guys will see is I've had a lot of fun when Danheng released and Sparkle released, so I got to have a big fun of making my free-to-play Danheng look really good. I had insane fun with Boohill, who was tied for my favorite DPS to use right now. Same with Yinli. Around when Starro came out, having Zele using her was one of my favorite times as well. There's been a lot of times where I've had a lot of fun on this game, but this time I can easily say Feixiao is my #1 most favorite character to use, and it's a just gap. It's a complete gap between everyone else. I don't know what it is, just the constant seeing of her follow-up attack with the other follow-up attacks, all that stuff just going up, it just activates the neurons. Getting to use the ultimate, which I still don't really like the animation, but it at least feels powerful, and just seeing the damage bop 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 bop, it's so cool, and it just feels so powerful, and it just seeing the damage, you're able to do so much more damage than I thought, because again, I knew she was gonna be really strong, but I didn't know her damage was gonna be this high. So obviously you guys saw the thing, I E2'd mine right away, but I obviously used mine at E2, and then I got to use someone else's at E0 because I obviously wanted to test how she performs at E0. And at E0, like, still completely fine. Like, you don't need the E1 original damage boost. The E2, again, they're really good dupes, but you do not need them. At E0, someone else's, they were completely fine. Very, very high damage, very, very high output. You can see all over that people are zero cycling MOC with this character even at E0 as 0, because that's how good she is. You don't really need the dupes, because again, again, she has really good dupes, but you do not need them. So using her E0, S0, E0, S1, she was so much fun to use still. I still just felt the complete joy of using her, just the follow-up attacks, follow-up attack after follow-up attack after follow-up attack. I got my Moes to a point where I could use him to test him with her as well, and if you guys don't know, I don't really like Moes, but it was still a fun team to use. Used her with Topaz, I've even used her with Ratio, because, you know, why not? Practically most characters you would see with a follow-up attack and a follow-up attack team I have used on this day, alongside Feixiao, and all of them are just really, really fun, because Feixiao is just so fun. Again, I like just the fact that her damage is so high in the ultimate, I can completely look past the fact that her damage outside of the ultimate is not good at all. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be high, but it was a lot lower than I thought it was, but honestly, if they had it higher, then she would just be so much more broken. So just having the damage be like okay, I guess, outside of her ultimate is good. And again, if you guys don't know, follow-up attack has been my #1 undisputed team. Like, I know Boo Hill is one of my favorite DPSs not having a follow-up attack, but as a team, follow-up attack, it has still been one of my favorite teams, and it will always be my favorite team. And yes, easy guy, E0, all that, and then getting to use mine, which I've used for the most part, the E2 on her is just insane. Her damage is absolutely through the roof. Even with barely any setup hitting 300k on a single enemy, with the setup or like half setup doing like 700k, with full setup doing all the way up to like 1,000,000 plus, it's so insane her output at E2. Because again, the first dupe, it's a good stepping stone to E2, because the E2 is definitely the best value. The original damage in this game also very good. Again, that increase very nice. But the fact her E2 lets you get ults even faster, thanks to the fact that follow-up attacks now give her a whole charge, is extremely good. And now you practically have no need for speed on Feixiao, because you can build her in the speed way, but at E2 you might as well just give her attack percent boots, because she's going to generate so much thanks to other teammates anyways. So for me, I use attack percent boots on mine. And my build, I'm not gonna lie with you guys, my build is extremely mediocre, because I'm just not lucky on relics ever. Like, her ratio is only like 72 to like 166. I just can't get it any higher, and if I give her a crit rate body, she's gonna have guaranteed crits, but her damage falls off so much. And her attack, even with attack percent boots, is only like 3200, because I just don't have good relics. The sets hate me, but she's still performing so well, and it's just actually insane to see how well she can perform with bad relics like that. And taking her at MOC, easily just zero cycling it, no efforts. Either half, Aventurine doesn't even have wind weakness, she doesn't need it, boom, kill her. Then the first half has wind weakness, so you just do that much more. I took her even into pure fiction while she's a single target character, because of how many times she can attack. It still ends up working out, and especially with the team you can use her on, she cooks in there pretty well too. Again, got the max clear on both halves with Feixiao on there. And then in Apocalyptic Shadow, I had one run where I quite literally didn't even go below 100 points. The thingy goes on, I can't remember the thing on top of my head. And yeah, I quite literally didn't even go below 100 points there, which was just blowing my mind how fast I cleared that one. And it's been so fun. Like, I've literally just been doing stuff on whatever, because recently I only really play if I had to record the background footage and all that stuff, and obviously if there's new stuff, then I'm gonna do it, because I haven't really had a reason to play. But I've never really just gone in and just kept using her in the same stages over and over again, just because she's so fun. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, she is so fun to the point I actually am doing like Divergent Universe. If you guys do not know, I'm not the biggest fan of Divergent Universe or Simulated Universe as a whole. I think it's really boring. It's really cool the first time, but then it got really boring fast. You can get to very high difficulties and get all these inflated things, but sometimes you need RNG stuff. Like, there's obviously stuff that clears it, like Brain Dead, like E2 Firefly and all that kind of stuff. But overall, I just didn't want to reset for proper buffs and try to get a good run. All that for like 20 Stellar Jades, so I just didn't care. I don't like the mode, it's just boring. So the most I did with Divergent Universe was got to like difficulty 3 or 4 before Feixiao came out, because I just didn't care. And I tried once, I got a really bad run, and I just didn't try again, because, you know, it's long, 30-40 plus minutes for like 20 Jades anyways, and so I really didn't care to try again. But Feixiao came out and I tried her in there, and she's still, just because she's already this super fun unit, she works with the buffs so well. The hunt buffs, erudition especially, then elation buffs, everything works so well with her, to the point that it just makes that mode fun, and it makes it obviously take out a big point of RNG, because she performs so well and uses the buffs so well as well. So using her with the follow-up attack team, the main team I used, I literally went from difficulty 4 to 5, and I went straight to 8, and I beat 8, because it was just that much easier. The team I used was her, Topaz, Aventurine, and Robin, and it's been actually fun to do it. I just got that stuff over with. I probably gained a total of like 60 Stellar Jades from doing that, so the amount of time to rewards was kind of yikes. But I got to use Feixiao more and got to see her do these funny numbers, spam ultimate, get the neurons going. It was so fun to do for that little bit. And I haven't even done much in Swarm or Golds and Gears, and I might take her in there just to have more fun. And to give it another scale, I like using Feixiao so much, I decided to buff her even more by going for E1 Robin. If you guys don't know, after the whole summon video, a few hours later, I said I like using Feixiao so much, I'm gonna buff her more by getting E1 Robin. I go to 79, lost 50-50 to Himiko. Okay, cool, I guess. And then I have to go to 79 to get the Robin. So unfortunately, I got really bad luck there. But I got the E1 Robin, so that team is even that much more powerful. If I was made of money, I probably would E6 Feixiao. She would probably be the only other character I want to E6 right now, just out of pure usage. Because she is not one of my favorite characters. I won't say she's like top 3 for my characters wise. That's still gonna go to Aventurine, obviously number 1, Welt, Luocha. Honestly, Jiaoqiu is so cool in the story, he might be up there too. She's not like up there in character wise, so that's why I usually want a character to be in my top 3 if I ever consider going for a full max. But she's just been so fun to use that I honestly want to max her just because of how fun she is. But I'm not made of money, so E2 is all I can really do. If I ever want to E6 a character, I have to plan a few months in advance. So unfortunately, I can't do that. Maybe on a rerun, probably not, definitely not. But E2 honestly is completely fine. And she just, again, you guys can't tell, first impressions, I am insanely satisfied. She is so fun. I've never had more fun on this game, and I'm having so much fun still to this day. It's been a few days since she's released, and I'm still having fun clearing the same content. Eventually, obviously, I'll get a little more bored as time goes on, but it's gonna be so fun as more follow-up attack characters releases. She gets more buffs. Maybe we get power up in the future. Can she beat the guy that power ups her? But that's probably not for a while anyways. Seeing what other supports can end up buffing her too. It's such a fun experience, and I'm having so much fun. But yeah, that's the video. Let me know if you guys are having as much fun as I am, because again, this is just, I've never had my love for the game spike that much just having to use it again. I've never had this much fun on the game for a long time. Like again, Boo Hill Yunli was still like a satisfactory level of fun, very fun units, but she is making it to the point where I want to like literally just keep playing, even if I've already beat the content. So I've never really experienced that in any game. So again, very satisfied. Let me know if you guys are too. That's been the video. Peace out.